get started right now. All right, you guys. So welcome back to another reaction to Secret Invasion, episode 3. The name of this episode is going to be Betrayed. So last week, obviously, we had a really, really cool episode on par with the first episode in my estimation. Both episodes have been very character driven, giving us a lot of background, not only on the Skrulls, but on Talos and also on Fury. And what he's been going through ever since the blip, and how he's changed, and his perception of how he's changed in regards to how everyone around him feels. So some really good character-driven stuff that we got in the first 2 episodes, but now I think the action is gonna step up a little bit, even though we had a couple of very cool action sequences, and this was the beginning of their plan. And now we've learned in the second episode that they're gonna create Super Skrulls, and that's where we are at this point, guys. So let's go ahead and get into this next episode, which again is Betrayed. Let's go ahead and get started. They're getting ready for something else. This guy is really throwing me off, this new guy that they've gotten.
Bringing chaos.
Why did you join the resistance, Beto?
Beto.
I don't want our people to keep running.
Now they're giving them new faces. They're gonna get new faces. So this is the Super Skrull machine, the machine that's going to change them. Now, in the comics, obviously, the Skrulls took over the actual appearance of a lot of the Avengers, and of course, they were revealed to be Skrulls. So I don't know if they're going to actually follow that same line. I think the Skrulls will have superpowers, but they won't necessarily
Members of the council.
mimic the Avengers verbatim. But we'll see how they play it.
Heroes of Earth will react. The only way we can counter that and claim this planet as our home is to become super ourselves. Super Skrulls.
Super Skrulls.
Humans will be at all out war with each other within the week. And while they're at each other's throats, we're going to break their backs.
New York City, 1998. Another flashback, baby. Let's do it. Young Fury. Is this his wife?
Yes, I am.
What she won't mind.
Okay.
Lara?
So is she aging? She's also aging as well. Or she could change herself to age, along with Fury.
Thank you. You been in touch with Grover while I was gone?
And why are you asking me that?
Because I just need to be sure.
About what?
Who you become while I was gone.
I became me. The me I was before you. What other choice was there when you kept disappearing as if you were never really here in the first place?
Don't ignore it because of me.
I don't have that information at hand right now. You two, take care.
Something important?
Nope.
Well, shit, you know he gonna look.
Someone told the cops where we were headed. And only we knew that. It was me, you, Pagan, and Beto in the car. It's hard for Brogan to confess to something he didn't know.
Not so hard.
Oh, yeah? How'd you figure?
Brogan, under torture. I imagine when they asked him where they could find you, he was forced to make an educated guess.
Your father called for a party. Apparently we're being about you.
Yeah. Right on schedule.
The UN plane will be at Neptune's coordinates in 2200 hours.
What I want is for you to stand down and stop murdering innocent humans.
You know, I would be doing us both a favor.
I just put you out of your misery right there.
Guys in the car. Wanna come say hello?
You're gonna be very, very careful now. You should be grateful that I haven't sent her back to you in a body bag yet. I'm gonna tell every army on Earth who it is that's attacking them. You'll lose the element of surprise. You and your rebels will be put down like the rabid dogs you are.
So then Gaia stays with me then, is it?
Until the end of time, my daughter's name stays out of your mouth. You got it?
Ah.
Oh, sorry. No, I believe this is yours. Thank you.
Mm. Was that her giving something to her father? The phone. She gave her father the phone. Gaia gave Talos the phone.
Whoever this is, you shouldn't have this number. As you rather rudely attached a nasty bug to my beloved hoot.
Tell me that's not the name of that outlaw.
No, not anymore. He has a new name now. Nicholas Fury. He has a rather dashing little eye patch now.
I'm serious, Sonia. I have it on good. Portsmouth. That's where Naval Command HQ is. I was ascending the ranks. You didn't start ascending the ranks until me and 19 of my people signed on as your invisible spy network. You know, we fed you more dirt and intel than you could have uncovered on your
That's
own
interesting.
in a lifetime. So please, I mean, every time you were promoted inside SHIELD, we did that. Every terror attack you prevented, we did that. Every enemy you sabotaged, an ally you left with dirt no one else in the world had access to, we did that. You're a smart and capable guy, Fury. Nobody questions that. But you gotta admit, your life got a hell of a lot more chance once I came into it. Genevieve. So I just left you. Yeah, I see. Come in, Tails. Sorry, Nick. I was busy kicking Bob's ass. Second floor. Last door down the hall. Copy that. Nobody calls me Nick, Bob. Zachary. Dad. I'll let him go. Will you let my son go? This is not a negotiation, Bob. This has to be a mistake. The message has been authenticated, Captain. You are obliged to strike. Enough of this bull! I'm giving you 3 seconds to give me that code, or I'm gonna aim higher, or maybe lower. Give me the gun. Give me the 2. I said, give me that gun! You got minutes to figure out that code. If we can't make your friends here, tell them.
You can't even keep your daughter's loyalty. Or is she the spineless traitor feeding you information?
What is it?
Commodore Robert Fairbanks. I need his launch termination password now.
What can we do?
Initiate go position. Done? Okay, now run.
Said now run.
Initiating go position. Initiating go position. Launch sequence underway.
This is Fairbanks. Abort. Exercise. Code word? Zachary.
Abort launch. Abort launch.
She's in trouble. Gravik. Yeah, Gravik.
That plane would have been valuable. Finding the traitor was essential.
Well, turn around.
You knew who the traitor was anyway.
You will look at me.
And you'll ask yourself, are you a leader of Skrulls? Or a worst enemy?
Damn, that's messed up. Yeah, she got people watching her full show. That's the only thing that's in that box is a gun.
St. James Church, 1 hour.
I need to speak to Gravik.
Yeah, well, you're talking to me.
She is working with Gravik. Damn. So, really, really good episode. because I watched this a little bit late, there were a couple of small things that not necessarily that I was spoiled on, but a couple of things that I saw. The first thing that I saw, this someone mentioned something about a very weird ending, or the ending scene, which I'm assuming is what they're talking about is Fury's wife here at the end, and how she basically admits that she's been working with Gravik. She asked to speak to Gravik. I'm not sure who the voice is on the other end of the phone there, or what she's going to be tasked to do at this point. But obviously, it looks like she's going to be tasked to do something. And then the other thing that I was a little bit spoiled on, and unfortunately because I watched this like a couple of days after it premiered, was that I saw a small mention of Emilia Clarke's character being killed off. So I was a little spoiled on that. So once I knew that she basically blew her cover by getting that password, that this was going to be the end for her, unfortunately. And obviously when she ran into Gravik there, he took her life, which is very sad because she is a friend of Monica Rambeau. We know Monica Rambeau and is coming out in the Marvels. So it'll be interesting to find out how she feels about the death of her friend. Really interesting that they decided to kill off Talos' daughter. What is Talos going to think when this happens? How is he going to react? Is he going to go after Gravik full head of steam? There was a lot of theories that Talos would betray Nick Fury, but it looks like in this particular episode, they sealed the one thing that they instilled in this particular episode is how much Talos is with Fury and wants to find some common ground between humans and the Skrulls. So really interesting aspect here, and really interesting turn of events that have transpired here. It's going to be interesting to see how some of the fans feel, because this is obviously a very, very slow burn with the first 3 episodes. Very little action, even in this particular episode. But the espionage obviously has stepped up. We're getting prominent characters killed off left and right. It's going to be interesting to see how what this all leads up to. As Gravik mentioned to Gaia, it was important to get that plane shot down, but it was more important to find out who the spy was, which, I mean, I'm sure he already knew that she was a spy. I don't know why he had to allow this mission to fail in order to find out who the spy was. I think he knew when he went to wake her up. I think he knew who the spy was, but even though there is a small bit of doubt, because in the previous episode, we had that one individual who was being interrogated and could have obviously given up some information, even though he didn't know where the safe house was. As Gaia mentioned, he could have made an educated guess. And that might be a little far-fetched, but slightly possible, and that might be why Gravik didn't react at that moment, and needed to find out who the spy was by having this little mission with shooting that UN plane down fail in order just to find out who the spy was. So he's got a spy, killed the spy off, and now there will be another mission that they'll be on to try to start World War III between the humans, and so they can try and take advantage of us at our lowest point. So I thought it was a really interesting episode. Again, on par with the first 2 episodes, with a lot of espionage, and we also got a lot of character-driven dialogue in this episode as well. We got a little background on Fury's wife, and what she's been going through since Fury has disappeared, and now obviously it looks like she's working for Gravik. So really interesting episode, and it'll be interesting to see how where this series goes from here, and also it'll be interesting to see what the fans think about this slow burn that we're getting from Secret Invasions, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and score this episode, and I'm going to give this episode the same score that I gave the first 2 episodes, which is a 7.5 out of 10. Again, I thought it was on par with the first 2 episodes. I am enjoying the story and the character-driven dialogue in these first 3 episodes. I do expect the action to pick up now that we're 3 episodes in. We're halfway through this series. So I do expect for the next 3 episodes to have some of the action pick up a little bit. But we'll see where it goes, guys. But let me know what your thoughts are in regards to this series, the first 3 episodes of this series. Are you enjoying the series so far? Are you enjoying the slow burn and the character-driven dialogue that we're getting in this particular series, guys? It is a little bit of a departure from what we normally get from Marvel with all the action and superheroes and bang pow. But are you enjoying this character-driven dialogue, these secret invasions, guys? Let me know and put those comments down below. And guys, please do catch me next week when we get into episode 4 of Secret Invasions, guys. Again, I'm not sure if I will be able to get that out on Wednesday morning. That is my goal every week, but it's just a little easier to film these closer to the weekend where things are a little bit easier for me, won't affect me as much with work. So again, I do apologize for getting these reactions out a little bit later than usual, guys, and I can't promise that I won't change this format because it is helping me a lot to not only get these done, but to also help me get through the workday during the work week, guys. So I do appreciate you guys checking me out, and of course, please do check me out next week, guys, and thank you so much for watching.